Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Rogers, and today, as you can hear, I still do not have my voice all the way back, but I am working on it. It's getting better every day, so bear with me during this. But I'm very excited about our guest today. We have Renee Puryear here, and I met you just recently because our daughters were in The Little Mermaid, and we were seeing each other at practices, going in and out. And I just saw how healthy you were and how you were able to manage a lot. And you don't know this, but I was observing you. And I'm like, man, I really look up to her. And I started following you on Facebook. And I'm like, you are doing the most. And I need to get to know you better. So I reached out and asked if you would be on the podcast. And I'm just so happy that you said you'd be here.
I'm so excited to be here. Like, when you asked me, I just felt like honored that you asked me to be on the podcast. Seriously. So I am a little nervous because I haven't done this before, but I'm super excited to be here and so thankful that you asked me to.
Yes. Well, I'm honored to have you, and I can't wait to get to know you better and for everyone else to get to know you, because I look up to you and now everyone's going to be looking up to you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yes. That's so sweet and good to hear. Yeah. Because I look up to many people too, and I don't know, sometimes you feel like things you do may go unnoticed, or you know. So it feels good to hear those things for sure.
Well, now a lot of people get to know you, and I want to start by kind of asking what your background is and kind of what you're doing now and, you know, the journey that led you to where you are today.
So right now, of course, I do health and wellness coaching, mostly to moms is where I specifically like to work with, just because that is where my experience is and how much I've learned, and I know the busy lifestyle, and I've done this through working a 40-hour-a-week job. I've done this being a stay-at-home mom. I've done this being a work-at-home mom. So I know all the different aspects of being a mom in all of these different scenarios and how challenging it can be to take time for yourself.
Yes.
You know, we let everything else get in the way. But before that, I was actually in banking.
Okay.
For 16 years.
Okay. What'd you do?
Most recently, I was at Benchmark.
Yeah.
Community Bank, 10 years.
Yeah.
And my position was relationship banker, so I was a loan officer.
Yes.
And in 2021, February 2021, I decided to make a change.
Yeah.
And really it was just a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And I felt like I loved helping people. I always wanted to help people. Originally, out of high school, I wanted to go into nursing because I just liked health. And then I switched gears, and then I ended up getting into banking.
Yes.
And kind of ended up just staying there and moving my way up. And I really enjoyed helping people, and I enjoyed the team aspect of it. But I felt like I lost myself. Like, I loved helping people, but I wasn't helping people in the way I wanted to.
Right.
What I was passionate about.
Yeah.
So anyway, during this time in motherhood, I lost myself physically and like mentally.
For sure.
All of the aspects.
Totally understand. Yes.
All of the aspects.
Yes.
And so after Landry, my third, like, I was like, I've got to do something. I had no energy. I didn't like the way I looked anymore. Didn't want to buy clothes. You know, all of these things. And like I said, I felt like I lost my own identity.
Yep.
Like, I know that may seem bad to hear, I guess, from outside.
Sure.
Like, you don't want to feel like you don't enjoy your children and stuff like that. I do. Like, they're my world. But we also have to have ourself too. Something like a purpose outside of motherhood, because unfortunately, they're going to grow and not need us anymore.
I know.
Although I don't want to think about that. But we had to take care of ourselves. And so I really got serious on my health journey. And I lost over 85 pounds.
Congratulations.
And doing like natural way.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I don't like to take stuff.
Right.
And I just stuck to it. I've went through all of the fads.
Mm-hmm.
I've done all the fads, learned that is not the way. It's not sustainable. Even though you see results, it's not sustainable results.
Yeah.
I would be starving. I would still had no energy, you know. So anyway, I can use my experience
Yeah.
of teaching you like the right way that's going to be a lifestyle change and that's sustainable, and because I've done it all. And like if I would have known what I know now back then, I would have saved so much time.
Yeah.
So much time. So I do sometimes regret, like, first of all, letting my body get to that point.
Oh, you're speaking to me. Okay, keep
No,
going.
seriously. Like in my first pregnancy, like I didn't, you know, people always say you're eating for two.
Yes.
Yeah, and I took it literally, unfortunately, and gained like over 75 pounds. Yeah. And then you have this life-changing event of raising a child. And so everything is focused on this, because not only do you want to take care of them, but you have so much in your ear.
Yes.
You feel like everybody's watching you. You know, everybody has their opinions on what a mom should be doing, and you feel guilty if you're not doing this. And it's so much.
Yes.
And, of course, time.
Yes.
Everybody uses time as an excuse.
Yes. Yes.
And I think back to before kids, like, I thought I was so busy. Right? Do you ever think back before kids and you're like, I'm so busy. I've got this and this. And then throw a kid in and it's like, what did I do before this? Why was I so busy?
Yes.
And then throw another one in and another one. And I have 3. So it's like, whew, I thought I was busy. But a lot of people use time as an excuse. And reality is we all have the same amount of time in a day.
Yes.
Some people are busier than others.
Sure.
As far as their job may require more time, but a lot of it is we don't utilize our time like we should. And it's not that we don't have the time, it's we don't want to make the time.
You are so right.
Yeah.
You are so, I want to know, what was that shift in your mind? So you didn't, like the way you looked. You weren't happy with yourself. And so what was that defining moment where you're like, you know what? I'm going to make this change and I'm going to do this and I'm going to stick to it.
Like I said, I was just tired of not liking what I saw in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even wanting to buy new clothes.
Yes.
And I wore the same things over and over.
Yep.
Something that would be hiding, you know, the areas I didn't like, or I didn't want to take pictures. You know, I look back on when the boys were young, because that's when mostly I was going through it, and I was not in a lot of pictures with them. It's mostly just them, you know. I had to try to search for pictures with myself in it. And so that's so unfortunate, you know, looking back at that.
Yeah.
And I do wish that, like I said, I would have done this when they were younger, because Landry knows no different. She actually looked at a picture of me the other week. She was like, what was wrong with you? And I was like, you just don't remember me like that.
Yeah.
So she has picked up on so much without me even having to verbally tell her, just her seeing. And then I do tell her stuff too, like if she says certain things or, you know, I tell her, and she knows so much about it now, and she'll do things without me like, I'm not telling her to do it, like literally I'll be doing something and she's in the living room, she's the one put her little exercise outfit on and she's doing burpees and stuff, and I don't do burpees. So I'm like, where'd you get that from? I don't do much cardio. So it's just awesome to see, like, little habits like that she picks up just from watching. But the boys are older, and so they hear me talk about it, they don't follow suit as much. If I'm walking or something, they will come out sometimes, but they're in the not so with mom stage right now, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
No, so that pretty much just that. And like I said, I started with fads and looking for the quick result, and it worked temporarily. And so I just kept looking for something better, or I realized even if I lost weight doing it, I still didn't feel good. I still felt tired every day, exhausted. Like the kids might ask me, "Mama, get down here on the floor and play with me," and I'm just like, "I'll just watch you. I'm tired." You know, and I'm like, something's got to change. I'm too young to feel this exhausted every single day. And so that was really eye-opening, like, to do that. So I did a lot of self-work on mindset, was a lot of it. And a lot of people don't realize that goes with the healthiness. That goes with losing weight and living healthy is your mindset. And not only about how you think about the like program or whatever you're following, but if you're stressed all the time and you're not feeling good about yourself, then it's going to affect all of those aspects as well. So I did a lot of searching, like self-work, internal work, as far as that goes, mindset, and that's something I help my clients do as well. If that's something they struggle with. Some don't struggle with that part.
Yeah.
Some do, a lot. Body image, a big thing.
Right.
And it's something they may have dealt with since they were a teenager, and we don't realize how it stays in our subconscious mind.
So true.
For so long, and it creeps back in. Those fears creep back in and hold us from doing a lot of what we really want to do because we let that affect our thoughts. So,
oh my gosh, you are speaking to me right now. We're going to have a talk after this. Sign me up, because all of the things you're saying I can relate to so much. And you know what, so you started this journey, you said, in 2021. Is that right?
I started my health journey. No, I started my health journey in 2017.
2017.
I quit the corporate world.
Yes. Yes.
Corporate world dropout in 2021 to make a change.
Okay.
A career change.
Sure.
So in 2021 is when I left. And for a while I didn't do this. I was still working on my mindset.
Yes.
I had already got a lot of my health journey under control, but I still wasn't mentally there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I knew I had a passion to help others. I didn't know where could I help them the way I wanted to. And so through working on my mindset and getting to know other people in coaching, I hired my own coach, and getting to know other women that just would empower you instead of knocking you down. You know, a lot of times comparison is a huge thing for people, and I've felt this way plenty of times before. We're so easy to look at anybody, whether it's physically we're looking at them and wishing we looked like them or whatever, or looking at their job, looking at their house, their car,
their social media culture,
whatever it is. And we let it just steal our joy instead of letting them inspire us.
Powerful.
To be there. You know, so I think that me surrounding myself with other women that were on that same level, and that were empowering and supportive of your journey, like supportive of me becoming a coach, not looking at it as a competition.
Right.
Like, she's going to be a coach too, then she might take some of my people, and this is not about that. It's plenty of room for everybody. Like, we should be supporting each other. Even in the same industries, right?
That's so right.
Because, I mean, that's just so much better than knocking people down or letting it steal your joy. It's no reason in doing it. So that's a lot of growth that I had too in my mindset. Like, don't let what other people are doing stop you. Because if
Yes.
you always look at what other people are doing, you're never going to grow. You're going to stop.
Yeah.
And that's like physically or mentally, or like I said, a job,
Yes.
If you see something, what is it that makes you envious or jealous of them? What do you like about it? Why is it making you feel down? And whatever you like about it, go for it. So that's just where I had to do a lot of work mentally.
Yes.
And then when I did that, I was like, you know what? This is my path. This is what I need to be doing. I need to be coaching women through these same struggles and experiences that I've had, because I could talk about it for days.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so passionate about it. And I feel like
I'll
ramble and ramble just because I love it so much, and I'm really passionate about it. Like I said, for all women, I work with women, whether they're moms or not moms. But really, moms really speak to me.
Yes.
Because we do put ourselves last.
Yes.
We put ourselves on the back burner, making sure everybody else is okay.
Yeah.
And taken care of before ourselves.
Yes.
And we can find that balance. It doesn't have to be only the kids and not ourselves. And truthfully, throughout this journey, I've realized that the more that I've invested in myself and done for myself, my whole family has benefited from it.
For sure.
So it really wasn't just for me.
Yes.
I thought it was in the beginning, but now I see it has helped them, even with Landry picking up these habits that,
so amazing.
at such a young age, she'll remember this because, like I said earlier, a lot of what we do as a teenager or as a child is buried back there. So those things will keep coming forward later in life, and just my mood.
Yep.
All my energy. If mom is happy, everybody's happy.
That's right.
So all of this stuff really just, like I said, in the beginning, I thought it was for me.
Yeah.
And it was for me, but it was also for them too. So,
well, I think, when people are, struggling, they are scared to reach out. And you're talking about being a coach, and I'm over here thinking, oh my gosh, I'm always trying to do this by myself, and I got this, and I feel like I'm a strong person and I have the willpower, but
exactly.
Sometimes we just need someone. And so what is it like to be coached by you?
So to be coached by me, I'm very passionate. I am a kind person.
Yeah.
But if I need to get on you,
all
I'm
right.
Get on you.
Yes.
But not in a mean way.
And so how does
sweet
that?
As I can.
Let's say you gave me an eating plan and I didn't stick to it. What you gonna do?
So how my work is I have an app.
Okay.
Oh, I can see everything you do. So if I'm I'm gonna message you or reach out to you and be like, okay, Alyssa, what is going on with yesterday? But I will tell you, my plan is flexible.
Okay.
Flexible. I still eat cookies. I still eat ice cream. I still eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
When I want to.
Yeah.
But I also have goals in mind. So if it's something I want, I'm going to eat it guilt-free. That is one thing we learn, and I teach is if you want it, eat it, and eat it guilt-free.
Okay.
Because if you're going to worry about it afterwards, it's no point. You're stressing over it. You should not have this relationship with food where you're scared to eat a candy bar or you're scared to have a piece of the cake on a birthday party. You should be able to eat it and feel like you do not have to go work it off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because what's life without cake? Right?
I know.
Not to say you can eat cake every single day.
Right.
It's about learning the balance.
Yeah.
And so that is something that I teach in my program. It's 80% of the time needs to be whole foods.
Yes.
20% of the time we're looking at the fun foods, I like to call it. Not bad foods, just more processed foods or the sweets or whatever. So yeah, I would definitely be reaching out to you if every day is like McDonald's, 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 McDonald's. I'll be like, we got to do something to. It's okay to have it, but we need to do something. Make a plan.
Yes.
To get some of this processed foods out. So, but it is about balance. We like to eat out.
Yeah.
We eat out every weekend. So I'm not like, it's life. And that's the reason why like a lot of the fads don't work.
Yeah.
It's too restrictive. Cutting this and cutting that is too restrictive. It's not sustainable. If you cannot, I tell people all the time, if you cannot see yourself doing it for life, don't even start it.
That's good.
So people ask like, what do you think about fasting? It's great if you think you can fast the rest of your life. Because what happens when you stop fasting or keto or cutting carbs? Like, okay, if you think you can't eat carbs, you're not going to eat carbs the rest of your life. Like, if you think you can go the rest of your life without eating carbs or eating very low carbs, go for it.
Yeah.
But if not, when you start, your body's like, what's this?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, let me hold on to this. Seriously.
For sure.
If it's not something that you could do for life, I recommend not doing it. And that's why I like to teach like not restricting, more about balancing.
Well, you have me so inspired and so motivated.
Yeah.
And I know that you said before we started that you have something really cool
I do.
going on. And so tell me about it.
So for the first time, I'm going to be offering a challenge. So typically I do one-on-one coaching where, you sign up for a certain amount of time and we do a lot of one-on-one nutrition, exercise, mindset.
Yeah.
But for this challenge, it's just going to be a 30-day challenge.
Cool.
And it's going to be really affordable. And I made this with the moms in mind, with going back to school, new routines. So a lot of times, like, we think, like, I need to get back into fitness. I need to get back to exercising. I need to get back to eating healthier. So with back to school coming to mind, I'm like, you know what? Let's do back to fitness.
Oh, I love that.
So, of course, it's for anybody.
Yes.
But I did it with moms in mind. So what it's going to be is just going to be, it's not going to be one-on-one.
Okay.
It's going to be more of a group challenge.
Cool.
So a little bit different than my typical one-on-one. I just thought it'd be something fun and exciting to do. And it's my first challenge ever, hosting my first challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. It's going to start September 5th because I didn't want to start at the beginning of September. And then we have Labor Day. So I did a favor.
Yes, thank you.
Wait till the day after Labor Day.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a 30-day challenge. So it'll run for those 30 days. It's going to be really affordable so that everybody can get access to it. You'll get into my app and I'll have workouts in there programmed. I'm going to do 3 workouts per week to keep it sustainable.
Yes.
Especially if it's somebody that hasn't been working out. It's not realistic to say I'm going from 0 days of working out to 5 days of working out. It's not realistic.
No way.
They're going to quit in a week.
Yeah, you're so right.
Seriously. So, and that's what I do with my regular one-on-one as well, is if they come to me and they're not working out, I'm not going to give them a plan that's 5 days a week.
Yeah. Get me
Thanks. So we keep it to their lifestyle so that it works and that it is sustainable and not somebody else's plan. If you look up plans on Instagram or Pinterest and you see these workout plans or challenges and it's like I said, burpees and push-ups. And
it's like, I'm not doing this.
It's like, who is this for? And like by the first week or second week, it's like you're exhausted and it's not realistic. And so you don't keep up with it.
100%.
So that is where like one-on-one coaching comes into huge benefit for you, because I look at your life
Yes.
and your schedule and where you are currently, with exercise, with nutrition. And that's how we come up with that plan for you that's going to work for you, not for Sally,
100%.
So it's not like a cookie cutter thing. Everybody's looks different depending on where they are and where they want to be. So yeah, for the challenge, I am it will be open a week before and start September the 5th. If that's something you'll be interested in, I'll be announcing that on my social media, and it will be amazing. We will have the workouts in there for you weekly. The nutrition will not be guided nutrition.
Okay.
Will not be guided nutrition, but inside of my app, there are hundreds of recipes in there that are awesome. So you will have access to that. I just won't be telling you what your nutrition is.
But it's a great jump start.
So it's a great jump start just to get back in that routine of getting movement in, and then everybody will be in like a group chat for the challenge, so we can encourage each other and support each other along the way, and it's just going to be amazing.
This is so exciting. Do you guys think, to everyone listening and watching, do you think I should do this 30-day challenge?
Absolutely.
Do you think I should do this?
Absolutely.
I think, who is going to join me on this challenge? I need to know if you're willing to join on this challenge, and really reaching out to Renee and getting to know you and turning it into the accountability and the coaching. And
yes.
I just respect everything that you're doing. I'm so inspired right now. And I mean, it really has me wanting to change my mindset in my life and get better for Riley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she will learn so much more. I had a girl I was talking to this week her child is 1.
Yeah.
And so she had kind of been on and off, and then she's finally like, I'm just ready. I want to do this for me. And I'm like, it is amazing that you're doing this when he is so young.
Yes.
I wish I would have did it when my boys were young. I did when Landry was young. If I could go back and do it then. But I also can't go back and regret it, because it brought me to where I am now, and I learned so much through it. And that makes me want to reach even more moms earlier, because I know, how I was. So, and what I wish I would have done. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. So hopefully you join. Maybe you can get your other girls in the office to join. The best part is it's going to be only $30.
What?
For the full week.
$1 a day?
$1 a day for this challenge.
Okay, sign me up. Sign me up for this. Everyone, jump on this. Let's do this together.
Exactly.
This is amazing.
I'm going to do prizes. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, game on. Well, I am very excited. I am so happy that you came on and you talked about this, and it's just something that needs to be talked about more, and helping this community and helping the moms in the community to be the best they can be for their children, for their families, for everyone in their life. And I respect you. I look up to you. I'm looking forward to this journey. Now here I am. I'm telling you guys, I'm signing up for this.
All right, keep her accountable.
Yes, hold me accountable. You hold me accountable. And maybe we'll have you back at the end of the 30 days to kind of see how everything went.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be amazing. I hope lots of people take advantage of it, because, like I said, I wanted to do something very affordable for everybody to get that jump start. And this is the perfect way to jumpstart your journey. I mean, we only have 4 months left in the year, which is absolutely crazy. But totally doable if you had a goal in mind. You can make so much change in 4 months. It is unreal. So just get started and stop with the excuses.
Yay! Well, let's do it. Okay, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to have you back and get this journey started. And I just appreciate you so much, and I'm excited.
Well, I'm so glad that we met
Yes.
recently and our paths aligned. I just feel like it was perfect.
It is.
Yes, I'm
It
so
is.
excited. And thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. And thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Rogers Radio podcast. And come on, let's join it. I'll tag all the information in the post once this is posted. And, just continue listening. Let's start this community. Keep it going. And I will talk to you next week.